What's going on, everybody? Texas Redleg here. Hope you're having a good start to your week. I wanted to do a video today on the subject of security. Personal security, mobile security, home security, situational awareness, risk assessment. It all goes hand in hand, right? So as we see, the world keeps turning more dangerous, more desperate. And as the supply chain starts to shrink even more and constrict, you're going to see more and more of this behavior. And I know a lot of us have preached about being able to get your hands on the, self-defense hardware that's required in today's climate. And I hope that most of you have done that. I don't care what it is, at least something. And you need to get creative on how you transport, store, and i.e. Hide those items on your person or in your vehicle or in your backpack, whatever the case may be. But I think people need to wake up and take it seriously, because when the grocery stores start to ration through controls set forth by the powers that be, people aren't going to be happy or know how to react. I think most of you can remember far enough back here where when the pandemic first hit, and there was a run on the TP and the paper towels. And remember the chaos and the pandemonium that ensued because people weren't ready. People just knew that they could go to the store and get what they wanted. Well, when that didn't occur, they got desperate. They got brazen. They got emotionally reactive. And I remember seeing a video where a little old lady had scored herself 1 6-pack of TP, standing outside front of the store for her husband to pick her up. This lady was in her 70s or 80s, and then some other younger gal came up and just wrestled it out of her hands. Stole it from right in front of the store, didn't care. So people are insane as can be nowadays, and just wait till the supply chain further constricts and you're unable to get the things that you need. Not only to survive, take that part out of it, just the conveniences of life. Because when you have people that can't get cigarettes, can't get tobacco, can't get weed, can't get liquor, can't get beer, whatever the case might be, they're going to find a way to get it, just like any addict. As anybody that's ever been around a drug addict or known drug addicts or heard stories, you know that they'll do what it takes to stay high. That's just the way it is. So people need to be cognizant of their whereabouts, cognizant of where they're going, have a plan A, B, and C, know the routes, head on a swivel, keep your doors locked. What I'm talking about is vehicle doors, and obviously your home. But if you're driving down the road, keep your doors locked. If you're sitting in the driveway, keep your doors locked. Before you get out of a car to go into the store, stop, keep your doors locked, look around, see what's around you, see who's sitting in their car. See if anybody's sizing you up. Keep your head up, head on a swivel, check your mirrors. Basic stuff. It's not rocket science. People need to change their posture. You need to go to a proactive defensive posture, which means that you expect things to go wrong, you're ready for it, and you're watching to see what might transpire all the time. People get wrapped up in chasing the dollar. They get wrapped up in work and kid stuff and getting to the store and this and that. But you have to slow down a little bit, take a deep breath, and be sure that you are cognizant of your 360. You know what's going on around you. There's all kinds of bad actors out there. And you're seeing more and more of it every day, depending on where you live. But things are just about guaranteed to get worse. And what's going to happen is cops are going to keep leaving in droves. Who wants the headaches? I get it, for the low pay. And we're going to be left to our own devices and left to clean up the mess ourselves, most likely. And I'm not telling you to go out looking for a fight. What I'm telling you is to be aware of your situation and know what's going on around you. When you're at an intersection, keep your head up and check your mirrors. Know what's going on around you. 360, you need to be aware. You need to know what's going on. You see some guy walking across the crosswalk, looking at you, sizing you up. You know what? You look right back at him and you watch them go by. They want to see who's paying attention and who's not. Again, I'm not telling you to look for a fight or look for trouble, but if somebody wants to give you some, you can give them some. You got to be in that position where you can make that decision. You don't want to be a passive victim, because they want easy prey where they can snatch and grab and go. They want to be able to get something they can go sell for money or trade for dope or trade for whatever it is they need. And they'd rather steal it from you than work for it, most likely. So up your security awareness, up your situation, up your ability to defend yourself and your family and your property. Doesn't matter where you go. You travel, be prepared to make a move. If you, can drive yourself versus fly, I would highly recommend you do that. Keep that tank full at all times. Make sure your vehicle is maintained. Make sure you got those extra belts and hoses. Make sure that you have some tools. Make sure you have some extra fuel if you can, keep it safely stored in your vehicle while traveling. If you don't have an idea how to do that, there's plenty of videos out there that shows you how. But people, I'm not telling you to be fearful. I'm telling you to be empowered. And empowered by means of upping your security game is such a huge boost to morale and the way of life that we keep. So I hope everybody is really cognizant of that and paying attention and taking care of the things they need to get taken care of. I talk to people all the time that go, yeah, I hadn't got one yet, but I'm about to go to the store and try to get one. You talk to them 2 months later and they still hadn't done anything. So you can't help those people. They're just procrastinators, and they're going to get themselves and their family and their, property injured somehow. So anyway, hopefully everybody's going to have a good, productive week, and keep stocking those materials. Keep stocking the 2A stuff, meds, food, water, alternative energy methods, alternative heat methods, etc. Top off your meds too, prescription meds. Get all that stuff handy. You got to keep on top of that stuff. So anyway, everybody continue prepping. Stack it deep. Long live the Republic.